Hi everyone, I'm Charlie, and I'm hosting this stream. I'm running this game of Monsterhearts 2. My pronouns are Caesar and he, him, and I love Monsterhearts. Also, this is technically contained in the multiverse of Otherwhere, so you may see some Otherwhere characters tonight.
Hello.
Yes, yes. You may see one in this stream. All right. But yes, I'm very excited to run this game. And everyone else can introduce themselves, and you should also introduce what characters you're playing.
Hi, I guess I'll go first since I'm in the leftmost column.
Yeah.
I'm Cassidy, and my pronouns are she and they. I was on the stream earlier. I did Fire Emblem. In case you missed that stream where I tried it with milk. I'll be playing Megan Carpenter, which is the Duelist playbook, which is a fan playbook made by Devious Vacuum, themed around the Millennium items from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Nice.
They're just kind of like a sort of standoffish bookworm type, but their alter ego is hyper competitive and name of EO.
I guess that makes me next. Hello, one and all. It's your local. How are we feeling? Should I start my official intro top of the morning?
Yes, of course.
All right, then we're doing it. Hello, it's your local fuck up cleric here. I go by he, they pronouns. I've been graciously and regrettably invited to this stream. I'm playing a recurring little character, Chad Worthington III, as the Ghost Playbook. Chad is a rich kid who died and stayed rich and stayed angry. So hopefully we'll see how that goes.
You know what? In all of my genius, I looked at Charlie, who has already gone.
Yes.
And did not, in fact, start my own intro. Hello, I am an Asian man named Indi Tan. You may recognize me from such works as Dice Comics and Dice Comics Go from earlier in the day. I'm playing Raymond Luxono, the Mortal Playbook, who is a bit of a head in the clouds, a bit of a dreamer, a bit of an obsessive, specifically with stuff tied to the occult. And I can't wait to have a lot of fun.
Hello, everyone. I'm Josephine. My pronouns are your fucking mom. And Cleric and I are on a podcast called Monster Fuckers Anonymous, which is about dating and rating monsters, if you want to go check that out. What do I do? I am on streams. I perform every now and then. I storytell. Lots of projects. Just follow me at Scary Dog Front on Twitter and TikTok because I'm sure none of us have auditory processing at the moment. It is very late. I'm playing Leia Stone, who was originally Leia Stonehearth from the same game that Chad was in. Leia Stone is a sort of working class college dropout type of person that doesn't want to be at this amusement park, but you know, schemes.
Seems.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Siobhan. I'm on Otherwhere with Charlie. If you like Into the Spider-Verse and multiverse stories and teen drama and superhero kids and stories about queer kids finding who they are, Otherwhere is the show for you. And tonight I am playing an other self of my main character on that show. Normally I play Junie Mystic Haraway. Tonight I am playing Jupiter Haraway, who is the Fae, and a person who loves people, but maybe doesn't know how to interact with them in different ways than Junie doesn't, or maybe some similar ways. And I'm excited to explore this character with everyone. And if you want to know more about Otherwhere, we're at Otherwhere Pod on Twitter.
Thank you for plugging Otherwhere a lot more than I did.
That's fine. You got more important things to do tonight.
That's true. Also, we should go over our starting string so everyone knows who has strings on who.
Oh boy.
Let's start with Cassidy.
Charlie, right? We were gonna say like for every
yeah.
how many dollars do we want to do? $25, $20?
Yeah, 25.
For every
25.
$25, we will create other selves of other characters to just say what they are in this world, I guess, in the Monsterhearts dimension.
Yeah. You might see them in the background, but you probably won't actually interact with any of them. Or maybe we will.
Hope restored.
I can go first with my strings. Since we'll just start that off.
Yeah.
So you wear your heart on your sleeve. Ever Judy over here. So I gave everyone one string. And I've captured someone's fancy. And I gained 2 strings on them. And that person was Raymond.
Yep. I guess I should go next. If that was all of yours. In addition to having captured my fancy, Jupiter has also been marked as my lover as per the Mortal Playbook. So I also gave Jupiter 5 strings.
Total.
Total. Yeah, sorry. I gave you 3 strings for a total of 5. It's late-ish, kind of. I'm on a weird schedule. In addition, I'm not sure the way it was termed, but like, Leia has 2 strings on me because of me having a pet, and Megan, you have 1 string on me because of I think it was like I want something you have, or something like that. The ink stuff.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry. Yes. You want my ink, which is my Millennium item. It's a necklace that has a vial of ink on it.
Yep.
Phrasing.
I don't see the issue.
Raymond, are we all wrapped up?
I think that's it.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So Leia has given Chad 2 strings already because he's found my throne room. I also didn't mention before, I am the Leshy playbook by Fair Time. So everything within nature I commune with, and Chad fucked with me. So we sort of have a problem. Yes, I have a problem with the petty guy. It's fine. I have also 2 strings on Chad for reasons that Chad will be telling us about. I have a string on Jupiter, heart on their sleeve. And I also have 2 strings on Raymond because I've just been talking to his cats and we were fucking dishing shit on him.
Love shit talking cats.
You had a lot of things to say.
For Chad Worthington, Layla saw me when I died, and I kind of blame her for it. So Layla's got 2 strings on me. And then one time Megan fell asleep at school, and since Chad's dead and just hangs around school now like a fucking loser, kind of just watched over Megan while he slept there. And so, now I have a string on Megan. And then I got a string for all of us, and then I saw the secret throne room, so I got 2 strings.
For Megan, Jupiter once beat me at a game of chance so badly that I've declared that I'm their rival, and thus have given her a string on me. And as established, Raymond knows about my weird vial of ink and wants it, and so I have a string on him.
I think that's everybody, right?
Should be everybody. Charlie, what are your strings?
I got strings on all of you because I am all powerful and all seeing.
Not our characters, us as actual people.
That's
Yes.
true. Charlie has so many strings on me.
That's true.
Charlie is the circus person from Pinocchio.
Yes, exactly.
Strings on everyone.
All right. It's time to begin the game of Monsterhearts 2.
Before you begin, Charlie, I do need to let you know that we have gotten $40, therefore you owe at least one other self already.
Oh, damn, okay. Well, I saw Eric in the chat.
Yes, do that one.
So a hollow quint, it is very interesting to me. I have a fucked up
Suggested
idea.
werewolf. Hollow Quint is good though.
He then suggested hollow quint, actually, which gives me the fucked up idea of, because of the hollow, his parents basically made the perfect child.
That's fucked up.
It is incredibly fucked up. That is what I'm going with. So I hope you enjoy that, Eric.
Makes sense though. Oh. You do play Hope's dad, or Hope the dad of Quint, so
yeah.
For anyone who doesn't know, we play NPCs sometimes as on our show. But before we had rotating GMs, we would sometimes assign NPCs to members of the cast, and now we have rotating GMs. And come check us out; we're really highly collaborative.
Yes.
And that's the last time I'll interrupt us to do that.
Always be shilling.
Always.
Okay. So we start this game off with the 5 of you and the rest of your senior year class. I'm sorry you hate it, Eric, but that's the choice you've made of giving me this power. Yes, so you're on the bus to the amusement park, you know. It's very rowdy. Everyone is, you're a bunch of seniors about to graduate high school pretty soon, so, none of you really care anymore about behaving. Or maybe you do. Yes, the quintessential child. And you all arrive at the gates of the amusement park. The one of the chaperones, teacher, Mr. Gilson, is like, all right, everyone, you're free to explore the amusement park, but we'll be checking in with you every so often to make sure that you're not up to any troubles and no one's gone missing or anything. Please do not do anything to endanger yourselves or your classmates or the other people. Please just behave yourselves. And you are free to move about the amusement park. Probably around, I'll say 4 in the evening. Is 4 o'clock evening time? I don't know.
Yeah. It's like the start of evening time, I'd say.
Well, I don't know about you, but I am feeling going on the whirly-dings. What are those? The whirly-dings? What are they called?
No, I think the scientific term is whirlydings.
Whirly-dings. Whirly or whirly? Whirly. I don't know what, usually the richer parks I've been to have more official names, but it's the one that goes in circle teacups.
Oh, you mean the teacups?
Yes, those, the whirly-ding teacups.
What exactly?
I thought you meant
is
the ones that whip you around in the air.
What is the more
The
official
zipper?
name for a whirly-ding?
The more official name for whirly-ding is Latin.
Amazing. Can't even pronounce
see.
that.
imagine being so rich they don't even know what the fuck things are.
You know, sometimes you just have to look at things and just imagine what other people do. You know, so I say off to the whirly dinks.
Okay, yeah, sure. I got nothing else to do.
I do have a question for you, Raymond.
Yeah.
Not Raymond, sorry, Chad. I'm
Hmm.
already mixing up names.
Mhm.
Are you attempting to shut down?
Maybe. You know what? Yeah. You know, let's do a roll. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
let's roll.
Who's being shut
Okay.
down? What?
Yeah.
Leah?
Wait.
Oh
Saying
no.
because I'm so rich. Haha. So what do I add? What do I add to a shutdown?
That is a cold roll.
Ooh, I'm good at. That's a 9 + 2, 11.
Excellent. Let me look back at the moves. When you shut someone down, on a 10 up, choose one from below. They lose a string on you. If they have no strings on you, gain one on them. They gain a condition, or you take one forward.
I'll take one forward.
All right, so you have one forward.
Hmm.
I guess I'm just like file going the fucking teacups.
Whirly dings, Leia. Whirly dings. And I charge
you
towards the
all-
whirly dings.
Yeah. Are all of you going towards the teacups?
The whirly dings, Charlie.
Oh, I'm sorry, the whirly dings.
Yeah, you know what? I'm walking towards them. Is there anything more exciting along the walk, or is it just they're like right in the front of the park because they're like a favorite?
You do see one of the roller coasters to your left. It's a little bit further away than the teacups, or sorry, the whirly dings.
Charlie, what's the tallest attraction here? Like either a ride or I don't know what else would be as tall, but what is the thing that reaches the tallest height here?
It would either be a roller coaster or it's what do they call the things where you like go
The drop
up?
tower?
Yeah, a drop tower. There's like a drop tower nearby that says, "Oh, the tallest drop tower ever. Enter if you dare."
All right, okay. I think Raymond's gonna write that down.
Yeah. You see some of your classmates are already headed there.
I have a question about the crowd at this location. Is it like a particularly busy park? Are there lines? How bad are the lines?
It's fairly busy today, but since it's not quite like summertime yet, because like this is in June, but like it's not like summertime yet, where most people would be going to the park. But you definitely see at least a fair amount of people around.
Okay, so we're definitely going to be waiting in line to get on the whirly dings.
Yeah. Well, I feel like the teacups are probably more popular with like younger people, so there's probably not that many actually people around the whirly things.
And they have a high volume of riders that can go on it, right? So
That's true.
Yeah.
Chad is shoving children out the way.
Oh my god!
Chad's a ghost, so I don't even know if he can shove children out the way. But Chad is-
Raymond is picking up all the children. Chad is throwing to the floor and just going, "You okay, little buddy? You okay, little buddy? You okay, little buddy?" For every
He
single
pushed
one.
me over!
Move, I'm gay.
I'm gonna
He's
push
right.
him over!
He's right, little buddy. He's the right to do that. He is gay. It is Pride Month.
It is Pride Month.
Gays to the front of the line, little buddy.
What if I'm gay? Huh?
Yeah, right to the front of the line. Push your
high
friends,
five,
do it.
little kid.
Yeah!
Come on, we'll teach you how to push. We're all gay here. Come on.
Oh yeah, gay rights!
I think Raymond just starts clapping.
You're to see
Raymond, leave that child behind. We need to get to the front of the whirly dings.
There is there's not that many people here. We're all gonna get on the ride once it stops. You don't need to do that.
I'm sorry. But how will I? No, I need to make sure I'm in the front of the line and make sure that you don't get any of the snot on me.
I mean,
need to
like,
get
I
the one
have
least amount
a
of water.
handkerchief if you want to just wipe down, like, the handrail or something.
Megan, I have like 3, and pulls out like 3 handkerchiefs.
Yeah? And?
You know what? You're so right. Add a 4th. Get to the whirly
As this commotion is going on, I would like to use the power of my Millennium item.
Okay.
Because, Charlie, I'm going to put you in a spot. I'm going to try to see the future.
Oh, okay. You will
What's my
gaze into
dark?
the abyss.
Yeah, I gotta roll a gaze into the abyss. So yes, the power of my Millennium Necklace allows me to once per scene, I roll dark to look into the past or future as a gaze into the abyss roll. That is a total of 9.
All right. Let me look at your. Does your move have any specific mechanics? When you is it just the?
It's just as if gaze into the abyss, but the thing that I would want to see is either the past or the future.
Okay. Oh, excellent. A mixed success is my favorite success.
It's the
for
best
gaze
one to
into the
get.
abyss. Yes, because you get confusing and alarming visions, but you get your answer nonetheless. All right. I'm very excited. So you start to gaze into the future. Is there a specific way this looks for you?
The ink just sort of like seeps through the glass and into my hand, and like my eyes just sort of turn inky black.
Ooh, that's very cool.
I think Raymond is watching this very intently.
I think there's a few people glancing away, but most people are distracted by the amusement park.
Yeah, there's a lot of commotion happening towards the front of the line, I hear.
Yeah.
I said, "No!"
There's this child just pushing people over, saying, "I'm gay, get out of here." So you see a vision late at night. You see someone holding a water gun and shooting at a one of those targets. You see something spinning real fast. You see a drop
Must be the
before
whirly
you.
dings.
You see a drop before you, and the sounds of someone screaming before it's cut off. You see a maze, an endless maze. You hear the sound of a howl in the distance. And then you see yourself on the ground.
Which self?
Your other self.
Okay.
And
Name
there's
drop.
blood. And that's what you get.
Huh. Okay.
I can't wait to have all these things happen if I can remember what I just said.
Write that down. Write that down.
Someone in the chat can call me out if it doesn't happen.
Well, listen,
I'm not a coward.
it's strange and confusing visions. That doesn't mean they're all gonna happen.
That's true.
Megan, are you getting on the whirlydings? I'm holding our spot from the children.
Oh, yeah, yes. Let me just... Okay, here, I'll sit next to you.
Is the line moving? Are
Yeah,
we getting on?
I feel like between Chad and this small child who's just pushing people around, a lot of people
You
are just
go,
like
kid.
leaving.
Oh, yeah.
They don't want to deal with this.
Oh,
It
awesome.
wasn't even a long line, right? It was like one of those things where it's
No.
like, oh, I can tell everybody waiting for the carousel is going to get on this round. But for the teacups.
The whirly dings.
Probably a bunch of parents pulling their kids away as this hubbub happens right at the front of the line.
Yeah.
Like,
I am like standing there looking bored, but by the time I'm about to leave, it starts moving, and I'm like, okay, I'll get on the ride.
Yeah.
Could I say that I didn't get on the ride?
Yeah, you don't have to get on the
Leia.
ride.
I think
Right.
Raymond definitely gets on.
How many people can sit in one teacup on this ride?
I would say at
Really
least
do.
4. So big cups.
Leia,
I
we can
was-
squeeze in 5.
No.
We could
I-
probably squeeze in 5.
What I want to do is I have sitting sticker, which is a luxury move. I can commune with man-made items and spirits such as computers and electricity. So if possible, I would love to ask just the entire teacup ride.
Whirly ding.
Like, is there something I could do for you that would be more enjoyable than what you're doing right now?
Oh. That's a good question. I think the whirly day. Is like, oh, I'm gonna wait. I have to give this ride a funny voice.
Oh no.
I've always seen some other rides go really fast, and I'm told that I can't go fast as I would like. I want to be like one of those cool rides. If you can make me go faster, that would be great.
Let's go fast. I would like to do whatever I can to just get behind the controls somehow. I know that there is a tired carny that is there that, hates their job, but I just want to convince them somehow, hey, I know what I'm doing. We're gonna not kick this match up a little bit.
Yeah. I think the person standing there is like this young, like, teen. Jesus Christ.
When you agreed to DM this, did you think this is where we were going? Spending 20 minutes at a whirly day?
No, I did not.
This is ideal for Monsterhearts with Charlie.
It's like, hey, you can't be over here.
I'd like to shut them down.
Oh,
and
yes.
Just be like, I am actually cool. That is gonna be a 10.
Oh, yeah.
What are the moves again? Yeah.
So they lose a string on you. If they have no strings and you gain one on them, they gain a condition or you take one forward. I think a good
I'll take it forward.
Okay. I think he looks at you and is like, you know what? I don't get paid enough for this. I'm gonna go take my lunch break. If you just don't break the machine. Then
Sure.
he heads off.
Great, here's my question. What's the seating arrangement? Who got in the teacup first? Who am I sitting next to?
Yes,
I
this
am
is very
definitely
important.
sitting next to Chad. As established.
Yeah, and I
Mhm.
definitely think Raymond had tried to get in a way that looked like he just ended up next to Jupiter, but was definitely something he was calculating all the entire time he was in the line.
We
Like
like
the Reddit's just
go in like and make Chad slide all the way in so that
Yeah.
there's room. You're like, slide down. Jupiter needs to sit next to me. You don't say that, of course.
No, Raymond,
Yeah, I'm
you
just
can come
trying.
right
I'm
next
just
to me.
trying to
Onto my
move the
left.
line. I'm just trying
No,
to move the line
Raymond-
along, guys. You know, we've
Raymond, you
caused
can
enough
be right on my
trouble
left.
already.
You can just be right on my left. See,
No,
right
it's okay.
left.
Just
No?
go all the way down.
There's
Chad.
space,
It's
or
okay.
is there not space?
There's space next to me, Raymond. You can sit right next to me.
No, it's totally fine. I just want to make sure that we can all, just.
Well, if
Get
you squeeze in right
inside.
next to me, you can leave space.
I hate you so much, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, listen, just let him sit on the other side of me, and then you can be in the corner, and you'll get all sorts of centripetal forces or whatever.
Oh, yes, the whirly-ding must go fast. And
Oh, I can make it go fast.
Yeah, you're in like optimal whirly ding placement over there. Totally fine.
So, am I between Raymond and Chad, or Chad and Raymond next to each other?
I think Raymond is between me and you.
Okay. Yeah. And the door shuts. And
I think Raymond's eyes are darting back and forth between Jupiter and Megan's vial of ink.
Now, how fast do we think we can get this thing to go? Because, like, just real quick, the whirly ding, the teacup, those are the ones where you get to spin the wheel in the middle to make it go faster, right?
yes.
Don't worry, you're going to be going fast pretty soon.
well, that's as the song says, as famous artist Flowrider once said, "You spin me right round, baby." You know?
Hey, Jupiter, who do you think can spin it faster, me or you?
Well, we're spinning it together, so I don't know how you would tell that if we're in the same one.
I mean, we could, like, just take a second in between, and then it'd be like a competition or something.
Do you want to start spinning it now?
Sure.
Yeah, I think the ride's about to start. Of course, it is being controlled by not the Cardi who's supposed to.
Should I roll for something? I could keep my cool, maybe.
I don't think this would be a roll.
No.
I'm
Honestly.
just turning her up.
You could. Okay. An interesting way we could do this is you could all lash out physically.
You're trying to harm us?
Make us throw up.
Oh, that's a lot.
Oh.
Easy.
Or just
Easy.
or just roll volatile, and I'll decide based on what happens to the the other four.
That's gonna be an 11.
Oh god.
Oh no!
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
So this.
so this ride starts. And at first it seems to be going, just the normal way this ride goes. You're trying to compete by spinning your teacup fast.
Not
Um,
real. I'm kind
yes.
of doing it for show. I'm not really putting a lot of force into it.
Meanwhile, Megan has slicked their hair back and the ink has seeped into their body as they have transformed into their alter ego.
Raymond
Spin.
is being super careful as to not accidentally touch anybody else's hand while spinning the circle thing.
Spin!
Really?
Spin!
Oh.
Because he doesn't want it doesn't want to make it seem deliberate.
I think
Raymond.
is the centrifugal force like slid me into you because the seats are like, one smooth thing.
I think if that happens, he just lets go of the thing completely.
Because I'm really not gripping the middle part that much, so I think I'm just like sliding around. Like I don't care.
Well, at first you're just sliding around, but then as the ride starts going, it starts going. Like it goes faster than it reasonably should. Like safety is no longer a thing. The ride starts spinning super fast, and you're all like pressed up against each other in one corner. Who's on the white side end?
I think that's Jupiter, and I'm on the left side.
Alright,
that would
The
make
door
sense.
has like
And then
a
between
seat
Jupiter
on
and
it,
Megan.
right? That you can like sit on while the door is closed too.
Yeah.
So everyone can be bunched up in the same corner.
Yeah, everyone just gets like bunched up in the same corner as this ride just starts whipping around, and you can hear kind of like the ride groaning underneath it, except for it's Leia, right?
Yep.
Yeah. It's for Leia who hears the spirit of this ride go, hell yeah! Woo!
So here's the thing. Chad is a ghost, and
Yes.
I do have. Oh wait, I can walk through walls. I was gonna say, I was wondering if I phase through this because it's spinning so fast.
Oh yeah. That's great. Yes. You end up phasing through it. And by the time this ride is done.
Oh, real quick, I do want to add to this hecticness because there is a challenge on the field here.
Oh yes.
Win in a battle or conflict, and I think this competition is in fact a conflict. My alter ego takes over, and instead of fighting, my opponent and I play a game of skill for the same stakes. And I roll with hot instead of volatile.
Yes.
Is it obvious do I know that Megan has an alter ego, or do I'm like, Megan just gets like this sometimes?
It's up to you. Otherwise, like the appearance is mostly the same. It's like kind of just like swept back hair, more sharp focus in the eyes kind of thing.
Yeah, I think you just get I think my opinion of this is you just get like this sometimes.
If you look closely, you can see like the ink from the vial like sort of at my fingertips as I'm touching the wheel. I'm gonna roll plus hot here to spin this car even faster. All right, that is a 10.
Oh my god.
Gosh.
What does that mean?
I'm gonna break this thing off its axle.
Oh my!
You know what? Yeah, you do it. Things have gone out of control, and your teacup has spun off the axle and kind of flies against the bars and kind of like spins around.
Like a Beyblade.
Yeah, like a Beyblade.
Whirl, 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 whirl.
Hey, I want all of you that are in this teacup to take one heart.
Cool.
I think that's fair. Yeah.
That's fair and valid.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. So Leia, what are you doing as you see this happen?
Pleasantly surprised. Uh-oh. I'm just like I'm sort of like lovingly like, you did a good job. You're the fastest fucking teacup that's at this amusement park. Is it possible for me to notice Megan's transformation?
I'll leave it up to you. EO does not make any effort to hide that they're different than Megan, but most people just don't notice. But if you want to notice, you can notice.
I sort of take note of that, keep sort of track. I'm not sure how much we've been able to interact. But I'm just like, that's interesting. That is not the usual there. And then I just sort of keep it in my pocket. And then I'll probably like run over to y'all's teacup and be like, oh no, what happened?
Has the teacup stopped at this point? Did we crash something?
You kind of crash through the bars that like surround this to keep like, you know, so no one like.
Are we still spinning or?
No, you stop spinning. You're kind of just like on the ground, like you're broken free from the bars, and you're kind of like to the side of the ride now.
I think.
Did we land in a heap together?
Yes, of course.
I think Raymond gets up with like a massive gash on his forehead, but then immediately checks to see if Jupiter is okay.
Oh no.
I think she just like is lying on the ground for a bit when she gets up, like just like I'm not gonna throw up. I'm just gonna lie here for a bit. And maybe she's like also like on the bottom of the pile because she's just like not. She was not trying very hard at Megan's challenge. Yeah, I guess if Raven's looking at her, she's gonna be like, just like look up and be like, look nauseous, hold it back.
Now that's what I call a whirly-ding.
I don't think that ride was receiving proper maintenance.
Well, it would have gone a lot better if you hadn't started whirling it like a whirler.
Oh, that's in the name of the ride. It's a whirly ding.
It's a ride, not a competition. Not everything has to be a competition.
Oh, are you shutting Megan down?
I'm bad at this, but yeah,
It's okay.
probably. What is my cold -1? Okay.
You got this.
No, I don't. That's a 5, so that's a total
Oh.
of 4.
Excellent. All right. I think you take a condition.
I have a perfect comeback to go with this failed shutdown.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that's why you're not getting anywhere. I say pointedly, looking in between Raven.
Shit! Oh shit!
Oh, I have a mean condition for you to take. I think
Yeah.
Raven takes the condition loser.
Oh man!
Brutal.
Oh,
Wow,
so
Raymond.
harsh.
You're gonna take that?
I think I kind of just have to there.
I will also say there are people coming your way because you broke a ride.
Oh, yikes! Not my style. And Chad, when no one's looking, like tries to phase walk out of there.
Yeah, I'm going to similarly run. I think Raymond like says nothing with his fists like clenched up into a ball, and I'm gonna run away.
Excellent. I love this move. I don't get to use it enough in my game.
I am also bad at this, so. Okay, a little bit better. Rolled a 10, it's a -1, so that's a 9.
Excellent. When you roll away on a 7 to 9, you get away, but choose one. You run into something worse. You cause a big scene. You leave something behind.
Oh, I would like to cause a big scene, and I kind of have an idea how.
Oh yes, please go
Um,
on.
I took the ability to hex from the witch playbook as one of my
I saw that.
as one of my moves. So I would like to cast a hex at attempt to cast a hex at Megan, and I guess this is going to cause a scene whether or not it goes well or it goes badly. To cast a hex, I either have to spend a sympathetic token, which I don't have, or meet the target's gaze and chant at them in tongues,
Yes,
and
excellent.
then roll with dark. I guess Raymond is gonna meet Megan's gaze and just start whispering "Aluke sala akaratase," and I am going to roll with dark, and hopefully this will be good. Because
Which hex are you casting?
it doesn't. Hang on.
They should
Oh
be.
wow, yeah. I didn't add the 2 here. Hang on, let me just grab it from the playbook. That is totally my bad.
No problem. You're new to the game.
I am new. This is my first Monsterhearts game, everybody.
Congratulations.
I would like. Oh wow, is Wither's a lot.
Wither is.
Wither is like
Your-
2. I feel like Wither
Megan's
is too
teeth
much.
fall out.
Yeah, I think that may fall against one
you
of
know
our lines.
what? You know what? I feel
Yeah.
like binding
Ooh.
works here, and I feel like because that's kind of it's a retribution-y type thing. He's hoping to score some points with Jupiter here.
I like that one too because it's like not like a very obvious effect. So Megan's just gonna be like,
Yeah.
"What the hell was that about?"
yeah. Okay, so I choose binding, and I will roll with dark, which for me is a +2, I want to say. I still have more. Yeah.
Yes, your
it's a
dark
plus
is a
2.
2.
Thank you. That's an 8 for a total of 10. So on the 10 up, the hex works and can easily be reversed.
Yes, you
If
are now
I guess
binded.
I so choose. Yeah, so I guess as, like, Raymond is, like, staring deep into Megan's eyes and chanting his hex, like, Megan, I guess you feel tingly for a second and then it's like nothing happened. But just everybody staring at Raymond, like, causing this scene by chanting really weirdly at you, very apparently in the middle of this crowd.
Mhm.
And then he runs away.
What are the rest
Wow.
of you doing?
Oh, real quick, Charlie, we just
Yes?
got another 20. So I think it's time for
okay.
another other self, and that puts our total.
Let's make another self of Thermite. It's a good skin for Thermite.
I mean, like, the jock skin is like werewolf, right?
Yeah. Oh, werewolf Thermite. That's incredible. I love this. I love the idea of maybe Thermite went into the woods to, like, practice a sport and just got attacked by a wolf, and then the next full moon, he's like, hey, what's going on? I did say there was a howl in Megan's future vision.
Ah.
You see,
What's the thermite name equivalent then?
oh god,
Is this Sarah or is it something else?
it's
Is it? I could see like a hero name being like a wolfsbane. It's like because like thermite isn't
Ooh.
necessarily directly related to lava or magma.
This paint is good.
See, I was boring. I was just thinking fire wolf. It's a wolf that's on fire.
Houndoom.
Houndoom.
That too.
Isn't
Magma
that a
pup.
Pokemon?
Yes.
Yeah.
To be fair, Wolfsbane is also an X-Man, so...
What's worse to be named after, an X-Men or a Pokemon?
Oh, that's a... Wow, I'm gonna put that in my pocket and save that for later. That's a good one.
You're welcome.
Anyways,
I think I am finally, like, scrambling to my feet, and I watch Raymond run away. Are there, like, security coming to us or anything?
Yeah, there are people approaching you that looks like some of them look like they might be like people who work at the amusement park. There's some of your teachers. There's some medical
Grandma.
people.
Ooh.
I'm just going to casually walk away out the exit side of the area for this ride and hope nobody stops me. Just
No
real
one's
casual,
Running
like.
away.
No one stops you, but if anyone's like looking around, you do all. There is this girl, with pink hair, in a cool leather jacket, who seems to be watching you all with a very serious expression. And if you look even closer, you'll notice there's a hilt of a sword poking out from her back.
Interesting. Leia, did you see how we spin in the whirly ding?
I have already attempted to run away
Yes,
Oh,
please.
because I'm not. We're not dealing with authority at the moment.
All right, phase
That's
out.
11.
What's Megan doing?
Megan's sticking around.
Excellent.
Megan's gonna wait for these people to arrive because it would be extra weird if there was no one in it, right?
Yeah. So are you using the move on away, Joe?
Oh.
Yes, I am. I got an 11.
Excellent. So you get away without any problems. You escape perfectly. Do you also want to roll to run away, Siobhan?
Sure. Yeah, let's see how that goes. Yeah, it's a failure.
Oh no.
Yeah, my volatile is -1, and I rolled a 5 on the dice. So I guess just casually trying to walk away didn't work.
I think you try and run away. You try and like follow Raymond and Leia out, but instead you kind of trip and like land on your face as you try and leave. So you're definitely gonna be here when the adults arrive. Is Chad also staying?
Chad's gonna try and dip, but
Okay.
I rolled to run away. I got a 7.
All right, that's a mixed success. So you get to pick one of the options. You run into something worse, you cause a big scene, or you leave something behind.
Run to something worse almost instantly. Yeah.
Oh, I have a good idea for you. All right, I will get to what you run into. That is worse. But first, Megan and and Jupiter, the adults have arrived. Now, can you explain to me what happened here? Are you okay? The medical professionals come over and like start checking you on you to make sure like you're not seriously hurt.
I mean, I don't know. The ride was going pretty fast, so we got slammed around a bit. But like, I was just using the ride as intended. I'm pretty sure.
I'm just a little nauseous. It's fine.
Did you see what happened? That
I
would
think everyone did, right?
Yeah, it was going pretty fast. Other than that, I couldn't see much on account of it was going pretty fast.
Well, you might think you're all right, but you need to come with us to the medical center. I don't know what it would be called. I forgot. I'm sure it has
The
a
first
name.
aid tent or
The
something like
first
that.
the first aid
Station or something.
station. It's possible you might have a concussion or something else, and we can't just let you, we can't just let you go into the rest of the park like this. You could go on one of the fast rides and it could give you whiplash or something awful. So, you're being led away by some of the medics here and some of your teachers.
Can't you just do that here? Like, want to
No, no.
enjoy senior day.
I know you want to, but we have to take care of this. It's blocking the way. Other people could get hurt if we just leave things like this, and we need to make sure that you're going to be all right.
I mean, why do we have to stay here if you have to move the thing? That we can't help you move the thing. We're just kids, teens.
No, you're not staying here. You're coming with us to the medical center, the first aid center.
Shut those losers down. Kill them.
I mean, you shouldn't need to do too much. Just like shine a light in our eyes or whatever. You could do that here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kids. Yeah, you want to shut them down? This nurse is just trying to help you.
Yeah.
I did take the
That's
option of lashing out physically away from Megan here, so.
That is true.
My cold is 0, so this is a flat 2d6.
We
I
both
believe-
roll this.
Well, I didn't do great. I rolled a 5.
Oh no.
That's 1 experience from me.
I'm trying to think of what condition to give you. That's like, you're a child. Stop acting like a little brat.
Brat condition.
Bratty.
Bratty. Yes, you have the condition bratty. Yeah, you can also just shut someone down, Siobhan. Also, don't forget, Siobhan, you want to have people make promises to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I rolled a 7.
All right. We haven't had a mix assist for this yet. On a 7 to 9, choose one from low, but you come across poorly and they give you a condition in return. So you get to choose one of the options for shut someone down, but you also get a condition.
Hmm. Yeah, and I want to make promises. I think I'll just be like, please just give us a checkup here. We don't want to spend all the time going to the first aid tent. And I'm just like, what if I am hurt? Should I really be walking all the way there?
Fine, I'll check you here. I'm giving you the condition difficult.
Conditions all around this session.
Yeah. All right. So the two of you are dealing with this nurse who is checking you out here. Not like that.
Phrasing.
I know this is Monsterhearts. Let's see. Who wants to go first? Chad, do you want to volunteer something worse, or do we want to see what Leia and Raymond have went off to?
I'm down for either or. You know what? Do you guys want to go first? Because I took us all to the whirly ding.
I'm happy to.
Yeah. Could it be that Raymond and I ended up in the same safe place?
Yeah, I think that's fun.
Maybe we hide in the line to like a popular ride. I don't know what type of ride.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Let's go to the Ferris wheel.
All
Oh
right.
yes.
Just be like in the car in those like I don't know what they're called, the carts, the things, the swings.
The baskets, the people baskets.
Right. Yeah. I think we just kind of end up on one of those together.
Oh. Yeah, the Ferris wheel starts, and the two of you are in the Ferris wheel together. It might be the first time that you two are alone with each other.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna awkwardly just like sort of stare at Raymond so that he talks to me first.
I think complicating this is that Raymond is definitely looking outside, trying to get a clear view of what the both of you left behind, like trying to see where Megan and Jupiter and Chad have gone. Because he's
I
still
bet you
actively
can
worried
see
about what's
me.
going on downstairs. Yeah.
Talking to the nurse.
And I can probably see Megan being like taken away.
Yeah, they're nearby, probably.
I think he's gonna stare down there for a little bit and he just goes, "Do you think they're okay?"
Jupiter's there with them. They should be fine.
Yeah, you're right. She always knows what to do.
And do you not know what you're doing at all times?
No, I just I'm like feel like you know when you look over it in the ocean, you see like seaweed and it's just like there
Wow.
and it doesn't like move, but it's just sort of being pulled back and forth and like back and forth. And you know the only two options are like it drifts further out or it just ends up on the shore and it dries out.
Wow. You are sadder than I thought. You just is this a usual thing for you? Just feeling like
I I don't feel like I have a lot of control.
Oh.
What do you put this lack of control into an attraction to Jupiter? Because we all fucking know.
Come on, I don't know what I'm doing.
She very much like an emotionally unavailable father, just like pats you on the shoulder.
But if I think if I can get my hands on that ink, if I can do what Megan does, if I can wake something up, I don't know, in here, something that isn't like a hex I read out of an old book. I gotta get that file.
You want me to help?
I think at this point he's definitely gonna look back over at Leia and raise an eyebrow, and he goes, "What's the catch?"
Well, Jupiter and I are similar in only one respect. Not that I feel strongly about her. She has her promises that she collects. I collect subjects. So, if you want to call in a favor for me one day, I'm sure we can make this work.
Okay, but not like one day. What about like tonight?
Sure. I have some business with a certain person.
Can you get me and Jupiter on the drop tower and then like freeze it?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, but like, what do I have to do for you? Like I'm not stupid.
Well, I am going to need you to. My aim this sort of senior trip that we're on was to humiliate Chad. If there is anything you know about him or whatever he brought here or has in his person, or potentially can get him to admit something, I'll let you be creative. I just need him to be made into a scene.
You want Chad to look like a dick? That's just a cherry on top. I'm thinking maybe chuck him in the haunted house, have a bunch of people scream at him, see how he feels about it.
He'll fit in.
He's a ghost, right? He can take it.
Here's
You'd be surprised how much of a pussy ghosts can be. But right.
Here's what I'll say. Indy, do you want to know a secret about Chad that you can use?
I personally, Indy, would desperately love to know a secret about Chad.
Because I think it's funny. I'll DM it to you.
Okay, alright.
Oh, I'm so excited. Also, I feel like the divide has just like stopped at the top. The two of you are at the top together.
Oh man. Okay.
You know, anything could happen up there.
I have a hot of -1.
Just like Halloween.
That doesn't mean you can't successfully use the move turn someone on.
I think in the moment here, it wouldn't feel right in the middle of negotiating to capture somebody else's favor for me to roll that personally.
I mean, actually, if it will get you to do an extra good job, I'll totally roll to turn you on or try.
Yeah.
One
of the things is I promise something I think you want.
Let's go. That's a 10.
Oh, yes.
Oh, here's
Yep.
a complication.
And I,
So I'm gonna get a string on you.
yeah, you get a
Yeah.
string, and Indi, you get to choose one of the reactions. I give myself to you. I promise something I think you want, or I get embarrassed and act awkward.
I think I have to promise something I think that Leia
Yeah.
wants here for sure.
Yeah.
I think this point, Raymond like looks at you a little differently at the at the idea of messing with Chad, and smiles to himself as he remembers something, and he goes, "All right, all right."
Okay. And I would like to commune with the Ferris wheel to keep fucking moving because this is awkward.
Yes, the Ferris wheel is like, no problem. This is what the Ferris wheel sounds like.
I think Raymond returns to looking outside, but then as he does, he glances back at Leia before returning to looking outside.
I'm purely a cult power. So
Speaking of one Chad,
Whirly ding, whirly ding, whirly, whirly ding.
You run away from this scene that you technically didn't create, but you probably didn't help. And you almost once, not into, but almost through, because you are a ghost. That pink-haired girl that you saw staring at you all earlier, and she looks at you with this cold, dead stare and says, "Now where do you think you're going?"
There seems to be a game over there that I could win a stuffed animal at. I don't know what it's stuffed with, but it seems it's taxidermied. Seems a bit odd to sell it at children's place, but a taxidermied animal I will take. And you seem to be in my way.
Yes. That does seem to be the case, doesn't it?
It does. I don't think I can make it any clearer. I keep sidestepping and you keep stepping in front of me.
That's because you and I have some business.
No, I usually remember people I've given money to.
Not that kind of business. You see, I've come here on a very specific job
To fix the whirly-ding?
to fix a problem, and that problem is you.
With the whirly-ding?
You see her kind of over her forehead. No, it has to do with you being a ghost.
Oh. Are you one of those YouTube ghost hunters?
No, I'm much worse.
Twitch? Instagram? Please don't say it's an Instagram hunter, please.
I'm not a ghost hunter, but I am a hunter. And I'm here to put you to rest.
I don't need to sleep, I'm a ghost.
And you see her draw her sword.
Oh, fuck! Chad runs away. Chad books it.
You're running away again?
Just absolutely tries to book it. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do this to? Well, actually,
You could
Can I
lash
shut it
out
down?
violently.
could I shut it down?
Yes, you can also attempt to shut her down.
Okay, that's plus cold, right?
Yes, plus gold.
Okay, dope. I have 2 gold. I got 2 gold. Please, 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 please. That is a 9.
All right. Which one are you picking?
Shut it down?
Yeah, you on a 7 and 9, you pick one from below. They lose a string on you. If they have no strings on you, gain one of them. They gain a condition, or you take one forward.
Let's gain a condition. Is one of the conditions terrified?
Yeah, that could be a condition. It's up to you what condition the other person takes.
I'll do terrified, and Chad instead walks forward, puts their hand on the sword, and kind of slides it back into the sheath. It's like, listen, today's supposed to be a fun day, and things start like floating around, and I would rather prefer to not mess up more things. Besides, what can a physical sword do against an actual ghost?
I think you
One of the bumper cards.
Oh.
I think you gain the condition arrogant in return, and she looks at you and says, "It's a very special sword."
Hmm.
Did
Wanna
you
play a
just
game?
invite me to what kind of game?
Points over to the water gun one.
Oh yeah.
So let's play this. You win. I will happily let you hunt me all you want. I win. Well, you help me out with something. A bigger
right.
Can't
prey.
believe people are out here playing games without me.
I was gonna say somewhere Megan's like, someone just challenged someone else to a game. I can sense it in my bones.
There's
Yeah.
some bigger prey out here.
Oh. Well,
One that is more otherworldly.
well, I'll take you up on your deal.
Alright, so then do we go over to the game?
Yes.
Okay, so what do we roll for this?
It's a good roll for a game. Probably
Well,
volatile. Oh,
yeah,
yes.
I think volatile should be it because the gimmick about my move is that it lets me roll hot instead of volatile, which
Yeah.
I think should make volatile the default.
Fuck, I have to roll real high for this shit.
Do I have to roll? I'll roll too. Thinking about this character.
I know Aaron's stats. Aaron should have a really high volatile.
Yeah.
Please roll bad, please roll bad, please roll bad.
That is a 9.
I got a 6.
Chad.
So, about that other bigger prey.
Go on.
Have you ever heard of a Leshy?
I think we're going to cut away from there to Megan and
Fucker.
Jupiter.
You fuck with me, I fuck with you!
I think the nurse has finally left you two alone after deciding that you're not going to make your injuries worse on a ride.
All right.
What are the two of you going to do now?
Was there something you had in mind? I was probably gonna go, I don't know, see what the prices are like with those balloon darts or something.
Yeah, I'll come with you. She's like looking around. Like she actually wanted to spend time with Raymond and like he's just not here. And she's like, yeah. Yeah,
Well, I
I'll
can
come
make-
with you.
I can make it worse. You could have seen Wayman go into the Ferris wheel with Leia.
I feel like are they like about done though? Like maybe I saw them when they
Yeah.
were like at the top. And
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
well, I won't. I'm not gonna wait around for that, so I'll go with Megan.
The worst part is that Raymond is probably actively looking for Chad now to fulfill his part of this deal, so...
Really
Chaos.
embodying that condition, honestly.
Shape of an L on my forehead.
So yeah, I guess we're heading over to the area of carnival games.
Yes. In the distance, you see Chad and a pink hair girl playing with the water gun game.
What kind of prizes are there?
I think there's definitely like for the Pop the Balloon one. There's like a bunch of like stuffed animals. Some of them are like pretty big, probably from like popular things.
Yeah, what's the pop culture stuffed animal of the season?
Trying to think
Among
something
Us.
that could be
Among Us.
late to
Among Us.
Morbius.
Among Us.
Among Us.
Among Us.
Is there an Among
Okay.
Us with
Hi.
bat wings?
Yes.
Oh, Batwing Amogus would be great.
Absolutely.
Vamp Among Us.
I want to be communing with like a dirt nasty pigeon or rat or something to find Megan, and that can just be happening sort of in the background.
Yes.
I think I see like a relatively small Among Us, and I'm like, will you win that for me?
Why the small? I could go for the big one.
I don't want to carry around a big one.
You could make Raymond carry it.
I think I was smiling and I just like hold still for a second, like thinking about that.
Oh, I was about to ask, are you trying to flirt with Megan?
Maybe a little. Maybe trying to get a promise.
Ooh.
It sounds like maybe you should roll to see if you can get me to make me give you what I think you want.
Yeah, I'll roll. All right, that is an 8, and that's my good stat, so that's a 10. Finally rolled a good stat. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, come on. I bet you could do that in like just like one game, one ticket.
Yeah, okay. No, yeah, listen. I promise you, I can get this, no problem.
Oh.
You also get a string on me from doing
Yeah.
the hot roll.
You get a to mark experience for making a promise to me.
Oh, I am on track for leveling in this session.
Oh my god.
Technically, it's not an impossibility.
I'm writing Megan promised to win me something in one match.
All right,
In
Megan,
one round.
you better roll
Okay.
well.
All right, you see them like sort of like eye up after they approach and they like exchange a ticket or whatever. They're like just taking a moment to just stare deadly at these balloons as they grip the vial in their hand. And they take a moment. They push their hair back.
I think I'm like eyeing your fingertips as you do that. Like, this is interesting.
Okay. Megan just one ticket gets you like what, 3 darts?
Usually, yeah.
Megan just takes 1 dart and just like very pointedly puts the other 2 off to the side, like I'm probably not gonna need these. Which stat am I rolling here, Charlie?
Do you think this is
Do you think this counts enough for my move that I can use hot?
I think so.
I
I'll
am
give
using
it to
my
you.
alter ego.
You are. So I would give it to you to use hot.
Okay. Alright, that's an 11.
Oh,
So yeah, I put the 2 other darts off to the side and I just like I wanted the film Wanted? I curve the dart and I pop like 4 balloons.
yeah, the girl who's there is like, yeah, take whatever you want. Damn.
So did you want the big one or no?
No.
Okay,
Or did you want the big one to show off?
no. I think Megan picks out like 2 moderately sized Amoguses. But one is very, very slightly bigger than the other, and that's the one she keeps. Here.
Thank you. It's exactly the one I wanted.
I would hope so.
And she like takes it and like, does a thing where you like hug the stuffed animal as you hold it.
Aw.
So, where to next, I guess? I mean, we could keep hanging around here. I don't know where the others got off to.
No, you can see Chad in the distance.
Well, there's Chad, but it looks like he's talking to someone.
Are you sad they're playing a game without you?
I mean, why would I be sad about that when I'm here with my fated rival?
I think my eyebrow goes up. I'm like, what?
I mean, yeah.
What do you
Just, like,
mean?
I mean, you're one of the few people who's ever beat me at anything, and now I have to make sure that you're not better than me.
That reminds me of that meme.
And if you're better than me, I need to make you mine.
That reminds me
But
of
that's
that meme.
probably not the case.
I think Jupiter starts blushing.
Should I roll?
Yeah, you will,
Yeah.
please. That reminds
That
me
was
of
like
that.
a super confession of love.
Yeah. That reminds me of that meme that's like, will you fight me? Gets down on one knee. Will you fight me for the rest of our lives?
Well, that's a 12.
Oh,
Nice.
you get to pick one, Siobhan.
I am like searching my memory, and I'm like thinking about all the times I've lost, all the times where I just like don't like with the teacups, like I just like don't try when I play games with Megan. I'm like, this is a person who always wins. Why would I? And then I'm like, oh, we played Old Maid that one time, and I won.
I love the idea all of this has been about a game of Old Maid.
Uh-huh.
It's a game of chance. Megan wins games of skill. And I think I get embarrassed and act awkward.
Aw.
What? What? And I think that is when the dawning realization of like the one time she's ever beat Megan was like a game of chance. I can only remember one time when I've ever beaten you in a game, and
That's more than most.
my face is still red, like ears red as well. Fated? Like a prophecy?
I mean, not like... not like... There's not like written words anywhere.
Oh.
But it's like a feeling.
Oh. So like no like contracts or anything. I'm like stroking the Batwing on the Among Us.
I mean, that would be like... I mean... I think now Megan's the one who's like, that's like way fast, huh?
I'm like, I have to look away. Like, I'm like, I know that was a lot to say now that you've pointed that out. Do you want to play the ring toss? And I start walking away.
Sure.
Right. Leia and Raymond. What are you up to?
I've definitely been looking for Chad. Can I see Chad having finished the water shooting game?
Yeah, I mean, you probably ran into the classmates who yeah, Chad was over by the games.
I think the minute Chad puts down the gun, he sees Raymond on the other side of the target thing, staring at him, whispering.
Okay.
I'm gonna hex the shit out of Raymond.
Raymond?
Out of yourself?
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm gonna hex the shit out of Chad.
I'm gonna hex myself by staring
I'm
into
gonna
a
hex myself.
mirror.
Stop hexing yourself. Stop hexing yourself.
Fuck out of myself. Did my dirty rat pigeon find Megan?
Yes.
Awesome.
For the record, I rolled a 12 on that
I'm
hex.
trying to find her. Them.
As if Leo runs in and sees Megan, can I see Leo running and I point to the hunter, be like, "That's who you should go after."
Fine, but remember what you said. I'll be back for you later.
Fine by me.
All right, let's finish this hex. So what are you trying to do to
So I
Chad?
rolled a 12 there. I would like to cast an illusion on Chad
Oh.
and make Chad think that they are floating upwards into the sky uncontrollably while they're still on the ground in front of this shooting game. Because Raymond does happen to recall from a while back that despite being a ghost and despite being able to float and move through walls, I believe that Chad has a fear of heights.
This is correct. That's how Chad fucking died.
Oh!
Because you fell from a great height, correct?
That is correct.
So yeah, you just I rolled a 12 on that. So you just feel yourself, you just look at the ground and you're just like rising upwards and upwards into the sky.
Okay, so if that's the case, one, I think I become traumatized, which
Oh,
is my
boy.
unresolved trauma. Whenever something brings to
Oh.
mind, you're choked up, you get traumatized.
Yep.
So I think I get that. And then I think this has to awaken my darkest self, because this is the worst thing for me to happen. To Chad.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
With
Please
half an
be
hour
after-
left to go on the clock.
Oh, we've got half an hour left. Someone donates $100. You can pick one of us to instantly become darkest self, or pick me at least. I'm okay with that. I'm volunteering.
I'm also
So,
okay
yeah.
with that.
So Chad suddenly, after sending the hunter away, is like feeling confident, and then suddenly turns around and isn't like suddenly feels like they're falling, like suddenly up in the air and falling, and it just reminds them of like how they fell to their death. And so Chad starts having a panic attack. It's just like, oh no, and then darkest self happens. Chad comes, Chad is there one moment and disappears the next, but then suddenly everything around starts floating and flying uncontrollably. Like all the toys, all the stuffed animals, all the prizes start floating, the guns, even some of the stands, maybe even the whirly ding that got flown around, it starts floating and like spinning violently.
The whirly dings again.
I said I'd bring a whirly ding. So yeah, that's all starting to happen. Everything's starting to flowing. Even some of the rides are now starting to rise up as Chad's having this humongous fucking panic attack.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So right a little bit before that, Leia, you were headed towards Megan.
Yep.
And then
Is Megan still with Jupiter?
Yeah, I think they're definitely still
Alright.
just hanging out. It's maybe
Okay.
a little awkward.
We like
Regardless
started
of
playing a game to
what-
stop talking.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Regardless of what either of you two are doing, I'm going to tap on Megan's shoulder.
What? Oh. Hi.
I hear you like games.
Megan looks down at the ring toss she's holding. Yeah. Kind of in the
I'm
middle of
gonna-
one.
I'm gonna take that ring that you have, or like however many rings you have, and just like throw them onto the ground of the game, and like just fuck up your whole turn. And
So I win.
oh no! And then Leia's just sort of like, I have a game for you.
Cocks an eyebrow.
And let me see. Is there is there? I don't know if this is shut someone down or necessarily or not. I'm just like trying to provoke you. Like I want you to be upset.
I think that. It's a good question. There's not like a really like a antagonize move that isn't just punch.
Right. Either way, what Leia's gonna say basically, or actually what she's gonna do is she looks at you and says, "I have a game for you," and then she lunges for you.
Oh yeah.
Fight.
Are you lashing out physically?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. Finally, we got some violence.
Finally.
Oh, you've fallen right into my trap. Some might say that you've activated it.
That is only a 9.
Oh yeah. So, on a 7 to 9, you harm them, but choose one. They learn something about your true nature, and they gain a string on you. The MC decides how bad the harm turns out. You become your darkest self.
Learn something about my true nature. Get a string on me.
But you also have a move, Cassidy.
I do also have a move. What is the thing that I learned about your true nature?
I think perhaps there's a flash of a treehouse that is alight, like it is on fire, and Leia is just like standing just below it, and then she's running after someone, and then you suddenly see, I think, this vision of Chad descending a cliff.
Oh yeah, so I think like Megan got like knocked back a bit by just being suddenly attacked. And when they get up, they are, in their alter ego. Hair swept back, sort of like wiping their mouth where there's like a cartoon anime bruise.
You've taken one harm.
Yeah, I am at half of my health.
Yep.
A game, huh? How about we make this a real game? Which game should I point at? I'm gonna point at the bumper cars.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Winner gets what?
I don't know what you're after, but I want you to get the hell out of here.
If I win, I get the ink.
They freeze for a second. Fine.
All your prize.
You're gonna get out of here and leave us alone. I did just say that.
Nothing more? Are you sure?
I mean, what? You think I'm gonna call you out for doing the things that you've done to someone else? That's not my problem.
I like the way you think. Unfortunately, I have a favor to see through. Bumper cars time.
I'm gonna let you do your bumper cars, and then I'm gonna describe that everyone's favorite ghost has lost control, and you all are experiencing this.
I
Okay.
think in the midst of Chad's phantasmagoric freak out, throughout all the swirling rides and prizes and stuff, like Raymond is like, he's got like an arm in front of him, like trying not to get hit by stuff, but he's definitely just straight up looking for Jupiter at this point.
I am standing next to this confrontation between Leia and but like that's where I am right now as they like walk away, I guess, and I'm just like holding the last
he-
ring from the ring toss.
Io's gonna like turn to face you and just like toss the other Amogus stuffy and just like hold on to that for me.
And I awkwardly hold it because I've got the one in my other arm and then the ring in my hand.
At first, I thought you were going to describe that Megan does like a cool ring toss as they walk away.
No, all of my rings are on the ground now.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess you could take the ring from my hand if you wanted.
No,
But-
I gotta go do this other thing.
Yeah.
I think I'm like, okay, and I quickly turn around and throw the last ring. I don't know if it gets there, but
I'll say
yours were interrupted, so
I think it almost does, but then it starts floating as Chad is losing it and just making everything float.
so I don't win. Damn it.
Yes, Chad has has stopped you from winning. This is a draw.
I was finally going to win a game of chance against Megan.
Game of skill.
Or game of skill against Megan.
Cementing your place as a rival.
Mm-hmm. Sounds fun.
But yes, things are going bad.
Okay.
Should we
Let
lash
us-
out physically?
Yes, I cannot lash
Yes.
it physically, but also I would be rolling with my alter ego anyways, which is hot.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to lash out physically because I am still hexed.
Yes.
Which means this is a defensive game.
Wait, yeah,
for
why
me.
did you pick this game?
I was gonna say, I don't know
Because
why.
if I win, it
I was
makes
thinking
me
about
even
the entire
cooler.
ti- I was gonna say the entire time you walk over to the bumper cars, I'm like, you are well aware I still have my magic on you, right?
Megan doesn't
Wait, do you
know
say
that.
that?
No, I don't know. I don't think Raven says that.
Yeah,
I think-
Io doesn't notice this until like we are actually in the bumper cars, and it's like, well, here's
fine,
how I
just
can
can't
still
bring
win.
myself to ram the bumper car. I
Something's
guess I am
wrong.
watching. That's where I am right now.
I am going to do the thing where I can spend strings to get bonuses on rolls.
Hell yeah.
The thing that you can do in Monsterhearts. I'm going to spend my
Yes.
one string on Leia to try to win better.
That is true.
Ooh. I got a 9.
Okay, I got. Oh, actually, no, that's actually really good because of my bonus. That is a 7 on the dice plus 2 would be 9 plus 1 more is 10.
Oh yes, just it's very.
It's a good thing I spent that string.
You see that Megan or but you don't. I don't think you know it's the alter ego. Is very acting very defensive for this, but somehow they managed to win.
I think the trick is getting getting Leia to just ram into the wall so many times that they get kicked out.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
Playing purely defensively.
and as you leave, the bumper cars start floating, and you all become aware that something's happening.
What the fuck?
That's scientifically improbable.
Can I try to use my magic to understand what's happening?
Yeah, you can do that.
Classic Junie Jupiter move.
There's
Yeah,
one
so
person
I will.
here who knows what's happening. They could just tell you.
Well, they haven't found me. I'm just here, standing in the next to the bumper cars, looking at it, and I'm like, what is happening with these bumper cars? I rolled a 7, just barely.
All right, so
That's too
confusing
dark.
and alarming. I think you get a vision of Raymond like chanting, and it's kind of like moving in and out and making it look really weird and like ominous and unsettling. And you get a vision of Chad like falling off a cliff over and over again, and at one point he like fades through the ground. And you get the sense that these two things are connected somehow.
I think it's at this point Raven is able to get through the shit and sees Jupiter and runs over.
I think I'm like steadying myself like on the railing of the bumper cars. Like I'm holding the two among us in one arm, and the other arm I'm like using to hold myself up as I'm like seeing this in my mind.
I think you hear Raymond calling to you as you come out of your vision, going, "Hey, are you all right?"
Are you like right in front of me?
Yeah. If you're like doubled over, I'm probably crouching down a little bit to meet your gaze.
I think I'm just like leaning. I think I'm still like mostly at like standing up. Like I'm standing up. I'm just leaning. I think I say, "Will you tell me what you did?"
I had to. I wasn't happy with the way Chad was pushing those kids, and then I talked to Leia, and it was a whole thing. He just kind of got what he deserved. He's a jerk.
Aren't you didn't say anything in the moment.
I'm not good at that.
Oh.
I think I let go of the railing and put my arm around the Among Us's, which are cradled between my arms.
Oh.
What's gotten into you?
I think Raymond looks at the ground and sort of like he nearly kicks the dirt, but then he kind of stops himself. It's like, I don't know. It's like, it's like our last trip, and like I really wanted to spend time with you, and then that cups thing happened, and I just
You ran away.
When Megan confronted me, like I said, I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do, so I just left.
I mean, that's what Megan does. Be confrontational.
I know, and I'm just like all of this, like the stuff that you guys can do, and I'm just kind of reading through old books and learning weird spells, and I just, I want to be a part of it, but sometimes it feels like I don't have as much influence as you do, and I don't know, being able to give Chad a taste of their own medicine. I got distracted. I'm sorry.
Aw.
She like looks at the ground when you're like as much influence as you, because she's like definitely aware of the weight, the power that she holds over Raymond. You've been like studying magic?
Yeah, I've been cracking all these old books open, and I've learned a couple things. None of it's in English, and I've had to translate mostly through the internet and through other books and stuff. But I learned a thing, and I wanted to show it to you tonight. But we had to be somewhere really tall up for us to see it.
Aw.
Okay, but like, what's gonna happen to Chad?
Hey, Chad.
I
Chad, you're your
Yes.
darkest self.
Yep.
You have all this power. What do you want to do?
Just ripping everything open. Now the bumper cars are starting to fly. The Ferris wheel's turning. It's getting bad out there.
Yeah, you don't have any specific. Yes, Cat. Hello. Targets.
Definitely throwing shit at Leia. Definitely throwing shit at Raymond.
Some bumper cars start like hitting the fence that we're standing next to.
I want you to lash out physically.
I'm
So fucking
running
go.
away.
That's a 9 plus volatile, I think it is, and that's 8.
All right. You're already your darkest self, so you can't pick that. They learn something about your true nature and getting string on you, or the MC decides how bad the harm turns out.
I can be just like, I can say real self, and just make that do it easier. Or do you want to decide how this harms them?
That could be fun.
All right, do you?
But I have a response to this.
Yeah?
I would love to use guide. If you spend a string on someone willing, you can bring them across the veil into the fairy realm. The spell lasts for a scene or two before you're both returned to the mundane world.
Yes, and at the end of this, I think you just take off with Raven.
Yeah, I think maybe like Raymond gets hit, and I'm like, all right, we're peacing out. We're gonna take a step out of here.
Like a fence just like smacks into my back or something.
Yeah, and I think yeah, I think I like put an arm around your back, and I think I like lean my head towards yours, and maybe you like winced and closed your eyes, and when you open them again, we are somewhere else. I think probably what it looks like to anyone else maybe is like a flash of light. I don't think it looks like Judy teleportation. I think it's more subtle than that, but also like blinding to look at if someone actually did look at it. And I think my eyes like at least sparkle for a second after this. And we are in an alternate reality that doesn't have a theme park at it. Maybe it's just like we're in California. Maybe it's just like redwoods that we're standing in, like between.
Are the stars the same?
I don't know if you can how much you see them in a redwood forest.
That's fair.
All right. We're gonna leave you two there, if that's okay, so I can get to the others before we end.
Yeah. Of
yes.
course.
Josephine, you are running away.
I got 15.
Oh yeah, you leave. You see all this. You see that Chad is trying to attack you, and you manage to you take one harm, but you manage to leave this theme park behind. The spirits of the rides and stuff, they're like, will protect you.
I think I'm like just jumping on like pieces of metal and like bumper cars, and then I'm fucking bouncing.
Yeah. Hey, EO, Megan, what are you doing?
I think Megan, like, this match is over. Megan is Megan again.
Yes.
Sort of like, sort of like ducks behind something because there's just stuff flying everywhere. And then when Jupiter and Raymond disappear in a flash of light, the flash of light catches their attention, and they're gonna run over there. And Jupiter, I'm gonna ask did you drop one or did you drop both of the Among Uses?
Oh shit. I was hoping no one would ask me this because I already thought about how I didn't know. Probably I dropped both of them because that was scary.
I think
I'm sorry.
I think they just picked him up and they like grip it like real hard, and they just like stare off into the middle distance as like the ink sort of fills in their eyes again.
Did I break a promise by dropping those? I don't know. I guess that doesn't matter for me, but like,
if it was a promise, it was like a metaphysical promise.
Yeah.
Than anything
An
like,
esoteric promise.
Clearly, yeah. An implied promise.
A ghost of a promise, if you will.
And I will say one final thing as this story comes to the end. They say that this amusement park was haunted by a very witch ghost for years to come.
And don't you dare try to get on those teacups during Pride Month.
Don't you fucking dare. Those are mine.
Y'all, that was amazing. You are chaos gremlins. And I love it. So yeah, but plug your stuff, by the way.
Oh, right.
I can go first.
Yeah.
You should all go follow Otherwhere Pod and listen to the podcast Otherwhere. I play Phantom the Brain. You didn't get to see a Phantom other self for this, but you can see Phantom and all of their other selves if you listen to the podcast. You can also go listen to Breathing Space, which I'm a writer on, or go listen to Devoid of Space, which I created and produced and wrote a bunch of episodes for. The first episode I wrote is out. Or you can go listen to Pre-Pod Engage, where me and Cassidy talk about the PreCure franchise.
All right, I'm going to take my opportunity for plugs, and I'm going to say you can find me on Twitter at Madlobotanist. It's MADLOBOTANIST. And then instead of plugging any of my podcasts, I'm just going to say that you should listen to Otherwhere and also that Dice Comic's good. Dice
Comic is good. I am also found at magical_pride on Twitter.
Oh boy, I guess I should go next then. Hey, you can find me on Twitter at It's Mr. Mask, and you should, as people have said, listen to at Dice Comics, because I like to think it's good, and if you want to see me stomp on people's hearts occasionally and then pick them back up and dust them off before stomping on them again, Dice is a fun old time. Also, I compose music for it, so that's cool.
Hell yeah.
So, I guess I'll go next. Hi, I'm in Cleric, your local fuck up. You can find me on Twitter and TikTok at Cleric_34. I do comedy. I just do weird skits on there and shit posts on Twitter. But if you really want to see content that I make, and I host a podcast with Joe here called Monster Fuckers Anonymous, a show we talk about monsters, talk about their lore, their appearances, everything that makes them cool, and rate them on a scale of 1 to 10 of how you should have sex with them. Some are good, some are bad, most are mediocre, but all of them are sexy. Our next episode comes out next Saturday, talking all about aliens. I talk about the Na'vi a little too much. Yeah,
well, that's exciting.
What you want from me, do that.
In that same vein, I have been a fucking robot. I have, sorry about my audio.
A wonderfully talented robot.
Yes.
A wonderfully talented robot. I am Josephine. I am at Scary Dog Friend on Twitter and TikTok. Just look up all my shit on there. There's so much to say. I'm MFA, Starlight Tales, Going Crit RPG, as well as Bards and Brews, and lots of other stuff that I am not remembering at the moment. Girls Run These Worlds. And please follow all of us, and thank you so much for donating everything.
Yes, thank you all for the donations.
Yes.
Yes, thank you all for the donations. I'm Siobhan. I'm also on Otherwhere. If you liked this is the kind of style that we are about to roll with Otherwhere, because the next 3 episodes are ones that Charlie GM'd, and Charlie runs maths like Monsterhearts. So, please check it out. If you liked this character's romantic exploits, get ready to see her alternate selves who don't have this sort of style of flirting. But definitely more, full face blushing in response to things people say, get on it. Otherwhere pod on Twitter, otherwhere.lovenames.com for our website, where you can find all of the main characters and their other selves. And yeah, this was so fun. Thank you so much to Josie for hosting the stream. Thank you to Buried Without Ceremony for a wonderful game called Monsterhearts 2. Thank you to Devious Vacuum for the Duelist playbook. Thank you to Ferretheim for the Leshy playbook. Thank you to Avery for the awesome PreCure that we use to do these. Thank you for letting people do whatever with that PreCure as long as you credit them. It was amazing. And this software that we're using with the little bouncing faces was designed by Cassidy, so everybody shout out to Cassidy.
You're amazing. You're a genius.
Yeah.
You can just put
Genius
anything
way
in.
to not have cams on at 3 a.m. So
I love you.
Aw.
All right, I'll make this quick. The stream is devolving. If you want another podcast about monsters having emotions, I'm launching a new one on Tuesday called Demon Love and Hellfire. It's about demons having emotions. Find it on
Hell
Twitter
yeah.
at love_Hellfire. Up next, we have fishing.
Fishing.
But until then,
You should watch the Final Fantasy Fishing
yes, you
if
should.
you're able to. I'm going to bed.
Yes, bedtime.
I'm gonna fall asleep to those dulcet tones of Crumpet and Paige can definitely do soothing voices. So stay tuned, everybody.
Yes, stay tuned.